Hello, beta. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning,
Good
sir.
morning, sir.
Good
Good
morning.
morning, sir.
So I got delayed. Thanks for waiting, beta, because we had a small meeting for the new batch which is starting off. So that's why I got delayed. So anyway, we are all set to start now. Okay. So beta, for today, the plan is we had done the basics of twilight, the basics of stellar magnitude. We saw the star information table also. And today we are going to see the questions based on the topic stars suitable for sight. So I will be covering up this topic with a video. So we have this on our YouTube channel. So I will be showing you that video and we will be seeing how this topic is tackled. Stars suitable for sight. Now, this is a new topic for you because this topic has not been done. It is not at all touched in second mates or in pre-C. This is a little outdated topic as far as the practical navigation is concerned on board. In the olden days, it was very much relevant. So nowadays, not much relevant. It was basically at the time of a star sight. Let's say you plan to take a star sight in the evening twilight. So you want to use a specific method, a method like Marpas meridian passage or a method like X meridian. So you want to now identify and find out of all the stars which are visible to us, how many of them can be used for Marpas observation or how many can be used for a X meridian observation. This is what the method actually is. So we know the basics of Marpas method. We have done the X meridian method also. We are familiar with X meridian tables. So now we will see how do we find these suitable stars. So shall we set up the presentation and the video?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So after me, beta, we have two classes today. After me, you have Sareen sir's class also. So he just told me to remind you guys. So let me set up the video. Atul, beta, you can switch off your camera. Okay, so beta, as I told you that this topic, star suitable for sight, is a slightly new topic, and this is not touched upon in second mates and pre-Z as well. So the questions which come on this topic, they have been divided into different categories. I have divided them into different categories. So it is easy for you to identify a category and solve it as per that method. So we will see them. Total there are 5 methods or 5 categories in which the questions are divided. So we will see all of them one by one. So let's continue.
We begin by understanding as to how stars are categorized based on brightness, which is expressed through star magnitude that we learned in the earlier video. Now, when we say first magnitude stars, it means stars with magnitude less than 1 or up to equal to 1. Second magnitude stars are the ones which have magnitude greater than 1 but less than or equal to 2. Likewise, magnitude 3, greater than 2, less than or equal to 3 magnitude. You have magnitude 4, magnitude 5, and likewise magnitude 6. The entire process of star identification based on various needs has been divided into few categories, and we shall see each one of them through some examples. The first one shall be, we shall try and find out the stars which shall be within a certain R angle of the observer's meridian at a given time. Now, on 15th June 1992, in position 20 degrees north, 075 degrees east, which all stars and planets of first and second magnitude will be within 15 degrees of observer's meridian at the end of civil twilight.
Okay, so beta, this is the first category of questions. You will see that in these type of questions, they give us a particular day, 15th June 1992. They will also give us the DR position of the ship, 20 north, 075 east. And in these questions, they will ask us that we have to find stars and planets of first and second magnitude which are within a certain R angle of the observer's meridian or within a certain degree of the observer's meridian. Like in this case, they have told us to find the stars within 15 degrees of the observer's meridian. So 15 degrees either side, 15 degree east of the meridian, 15 degree west of the meridian. And they have also told us the time, at what time we require them. It is the end of the civil twilight. So let us see how do we attempt these type of questions. Any doubt up to here, beta?
So if 15 degree, so this 15 degrees are R angle?
Oh yeah, this 15 degrees is basically the R angle. Let us say if you are at Greenwich meridian, some star which is 15 degrees of your meridian will lie between 15 degree east and 15 degree west. Okay, so this is the R angle, beta.
Okay, sir, understood. Whichever meridian will be given, 15 degree on the either side.
Right, that's right, beta. Okay, so shall we proceed ahead?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Within 15 degrees of observer's meridian at the end of civil twilight. We shall assume in such cases an imaginary star on the observer's meridian and determine the SHA of that imaginary star. We'll know that when a body is on the observer's meridian, then its LHA is equal to 000 degrees or 360 degrees. We also know that LHA star is equal to LHA Aries plus SHA of the star. LHA Aries in turn is equal to DHA Aries plus minus observer's longitude. longitude east, GHA least, longitude west, GHA best. GHA Aries can be obtained from nautical almanac against GMT. Now, if the time in question is given in GMT, it can be directly used. If some other time is given, that needs to be suitably converted to GMT. If the time at all is not mentioned in the question and only morning or evening, then for AM cases, we shall use the starting time of the nautical twilight. Please remember, all the twilights begin at different timings in the morning and they all end on sunrise. So we take the time when the nautical twilight begins in the morning. If it happens to be a case of evening, then all twilights will begin on sunset and end at different times, and we shall use the time when the civil twilight comes to an end. The range of SHA acceptable, or for which in which we'll have to find the stars, shall then be calculated by adding and subtracting the range of R angle to the SHA of the star on the observer's meridian. Stars in that range of SHA can easily be then identified for the required magnitude from the star information pages in the nautical almanac.
Okay, now let me explain this to you one by one. Now in these type of questions, when we have to find the celestial bodies within a certain R angle of the observer's meridian, the first thing which we need to find out is we need to find the SHA of an imaginary star which is on the observer's meridian at that particular time. Now how can we do that? We know when a body is on our meridian, its LHA is equal to 0 or 360. Now LHA of a star is equal to LHA of Aries plus SHA of the star. So this means LHA Aries plus SHA star should be equal to 0 or 360. Now we also know LHA Aries is given by GHA Aries plus minus observer's longitude. So using this relationship, we can put the value of GHA Aries. It can be obtained from the almanac. We have the observer's longitude given to us in the question. So putting these two values, we can find out what is the SHA of a star which is on our meridian. We will now do an example and understand the actual stepwise method also. So GHA Aries, as I told you, is obtained from the almanac given against the GMT. Now it is possible that in some of the questions, the time may not be given. The time of observation may not be given to us. So in those questions where the time is not mentioned, we use the civil twilight ending time in the evening, and we use the nautical twilight starting time in the morning. Now, if you remember when we discussed about twilight in our presentation, I told you that the suitable period for taking sight in the morning starts when the nautical twilight starts. That is the time when the suitable period starts. And in the evening, the suitable period starts when the civil twilight ends. So that is why we pick up these times if nothing is specified in the question. Now, once you have the SHA of a star which is on the meridian, we can add and subtract the value of R angle. Like in this question, they gave us that we need to find stars within 15 degrees of the observer meridian. So we can add and subtract 15 degrees to this SHA value to get a range. And whichever stars lie in that range, they will be satisfying our criteria. So this is the basic fundamental behind this question. So how do we find these stars? They can be found out from the stars information table on page 268. So all these steps we are now going to see in the question, in the practical question. So any doubt till now, beta? Okay, let's go ahead and see the practical application.
Star information pages in the Nautical Almanac. Let us now apply the listed step to this question. We need to find out all the stars and planets of first and second magnitude falling within 15 degrees of observer's meridian at the end of civil twilight on 15th June 1992, and the position of the observer is given here in latitude and longitude. Now, to begin with, please note that AM or PM is not stated in the question. It may be stated, may not be stated. But in this case, since it's end of the twilight that is in question, so the twilights end at different timings in the evening. So by default, it becomes a PM question. Had it been beginning of the twilight, then it would have become a AM question. So now we go to the daily page of the Nautical Almanac for 15th June. For 20 degrees north lat, we pick up the civil twilight time in the evening. And we all know this time shall be LMT. So the LMT of civil twilight in the evening would be 15th day, 19 hours, 05 minutes and 00 seconds. To this, we shall apply LIT to get GMT. Longitude is east, so GMT is least. So therefore, we subtract this LIT and we get GMT as 15th day, 14 hours, 5 minutes and 00 seconds. From the daily pages of the Nautical Almanac, we extract GHA Aries for this GMT. Now GHA Aries for 15th day, 14 hours is on the screen. To this, we add the increment for 5 minutes, 0 seconds. And this gives us the GHA Aries. To this, we apply the observer's longitude, that is 75 degrees east. Longitude east, GHA least. So we add to get the LHA Aries. So the LHA Aries is 190 degrees, 21.4 minutes. Now using this LHA Aries, we calculate the SHA of an imaginary star, which is on observer's meridian. And we know that if the star is on observer's meridian, its LHA is 360 and it's equal to LHA Aries plus SHA star. Using the value of this calculated LHA Aries, we get the SHA of this imaginary star to be 169 degrees, 38.6 minutes. And this star is assumed to be on observer's meridian. Now we have to find all the stars which lie within 15 degrees of observer's meridian. That means 15 degrees of this SHA. So by subtracting 15 degrees from here and adding 15 degrees to this, we find out the applicable SHA range. SHA range within 15 degrees of observer's meridian would be 154 degrees, 38.6 minutes to 184 degrees, 38.6 minutes. That means all the stars and planets with within this SHA range shall be within 15 degrees of observer's meridian.
Okay, so what have we done till now, beta? We have first of all found out the exact GMT time for this occurrence, end of the civil twilight. The twilight time can be picked up from the almanac. If you want, you can open up this 15th of June 92 page in your almanac and you can see this civil twilight time. So the latitude is 20 degrees north. So this is picked up from the almanac. When we apply the LIT, longitude and time, that is longitude divided by 15, we get the GMT of the occurrence. From this GMT, we can obtain the GHA of Aries, and applying our longitude, we get the LHA of Aries. And once LHA Aries is there, now we find a imaginary star on the observer's meridian, the SHA of that imaginary star on the observer's meridian by using this relationship. So we get a particular SHA. Now this SHA star is on the observer's meridian. and we want to find out the star within 15 degrees of our meridian. So what we do is we add 15 to this value, we get 184, and we subtract 15 from this value, we get 154. So we get a range from 154.38.6 to 184.38.6. Within this range, if there is any star or planet, it will be within 15 degrees of our meridian. So any doubt up to here, beta?
सर ये SH स्टार बताना सर एक बार, ये कैसे आया था? LH स्टार कैसे आया?
सर LMT ट्वाइलाइट ही बता दो।
ओके बेटा, बेटा 15th जून का पेज खोलो आप, 15th जून पेज ऑन इन योर almanac, just open it up.
Yes sir.
Yes sir.
Now you look at the twilight time, beta. It is given on the right hand side of the page. So look at the twilight time. We are looking at PM civil twilight. So do you see any column civil twilight in the PM after sunset?
Yes sir.
Okay. Now in that column, to pick up the time, you require the latitude also.
Yes sir.
So the latitude which we have in this question, you can see is 20 degrees north. Now you tell me for 20 north, what is the civil twilight time?
1905.
1905.
Exactly. This is what we have picked up in the first line. Clear, beta?
Got it. Yes sir. Clear.
Yes sir.
So to this we apply our LIT. Our DR longitude is 75. So LIT would be 75 divided by 15. That is 5 hours. The longitude is east. So longitude east, GMT least. So that is why we subtracted. And we get the GMT of civil twilight as 1405. So up to here is clear, beta?
Yes sir.
Okay. Now for this time, we find out the GHA of Aries. So you can check up for 15th day, 14 hours. The GHA of Aries is 1146.2. Are you able to find it, beta?
Yes sir.
Okay. Then we apply the increment for 5 minutes and we get the value of GHA Aries as 11521.4. Okay, up to here, okay?
Yes sir.
Okay, now we apply our longitude, which is given in the question, 75 east. So when you apply the longitude, you get LHA of Aries. So that comes out to be 19021.4, longitude east, GHL east. So up to here
Yes.
also, okay?
Yes sir.
Okay. Now, beta, we want to find out the SHA of the observer's meridian, or you can say SHA of a imaginary star on the observer's meridian. हमें observer meridian का SHA ढूंढना है. So कैसे ढूंढेंगे? We assume an imaginary star which is on the observer's meridian. Now, if we have a body on our meridian, what will be its LHA?
0 or 360 degrees sir.
Exactly. So we keep the LHA of this imaginary star equal to 360. Right? Now we know that LHA of a body, or in case of a star, will be equal
ठीक है
to
sir.
LHA Aries plus SHA star. So
Yes
this
sir,
is
got it.
360. We put the value of LHA Aries and we get the value of SHA star. Ask again, beta.
360 कैसे हो गया और ये समझ में नहीं आया, ऐसे एरीज प्लस एसएच स्टार।
Okay, beta, okay. बेटा अगर जो LHA होता है, फर्स्ट यू टेल मी व्हाट इज LHA?
लोकल आवर एंगल हो गया हमारा लॉन्गिट्यूड से लेकर के GMT से लेकर के लॉन्ग वहाँ तक
Right,
लॉन्गिट्यूड
it is
तक.
the local hour angle between the observer's meridian and the celestial meridian of the body. Correct, measured westwards. Now if the body is on the observer meridian, what will be its LHA? Both the meridians are same. Observer meridian and the body's meridian both are the same. So what will be its LHA?
Will take complete circle 360 degree.
Yeah, you can keep it as 0 also. If you want, you can put a 0 value here. You can put a 360 value here. Anything you can put. Now, if you put a 0, then this value is going to go into minus. And we know whenever our angle goes into minus, we add a 360 to it. So it is one and the same thing. Whether you put 0 here or you put 360 here, both ways you will get the same answer. Is it clear now, beta? Beta, your mic is not very clear. Can you repeat?
Yes sir, clear हो गया, समझ गया. Thank you.
Okay, all right. ठीक है बेटा. Now, once we get the SHA, this is basically the SHA of a star on our meridian. Now, if any star is within 15 degrees of that, it has to be within a range which is plus and minus 15 degrees of this value. So हमने इस वैल्यू में 15 डिग्रीज को ऐड किया, हमें वैल्यू मिली 184.38.6 एंड हमने 15 डिग्री सब्ट्रैक्ट किया, वी गॉट ए वैल्यू ऑफ 154.38.6. दिस इज हाउ वी गॉट द रेंज. ओके बेटा, क्लियर नाउ?
सर एक छोटा सवाल था सर.
हाँ बोलो बेटा.
सर ये टॉपिक थोड़ा दूसरा था. ये रेशनल हॉरिजॉन के जो डायग्राम में सर जो एलिवेटेड पोल होता है, सर अगर वो P के ऊपर कोई बॉडी है ऑन द इंफीरियर मेरिडियन, तो उसका LHA सर 180 रहेगा ना सर?
दैट्स राइट बेटा, बिल्कुल रहेगा. 180 विल बी 180.
ओके
ओके ओके, सो लेट्स प्रोसीड अहेड.
Yes,
Now
sir.
we go to the daily pages. Sorry, we go to the table for stars. Now, if we go to the table for stars in the nautical almanac, we know that this information is tabulated in the ascending order of the SHA. We identify this range that we have calculated, and we see that this is the range which is in question here. Now, in this range, we find out the stars of first and second magnitude. Magnitude is in the first column. So we identify there is one star here of magnitude 1.2. Then there are two stars out here, one of 1.7 magnitude, another of 1.5. Then two more here, 1.6 and 1.1 magnitude respectively. In this range, we find these are the only 5 stars which belong to first and second magnitude. So these are the 5 stars. Now, these are the Latin names of these stars. On the opposite page, we can have their English names. Their SHA can be picked up from here for the month of June, and so is their declination. And we can tabulate these stars then.
Okay, so beta, once we have this range known to us, we now go to the table on page 268. That table lists down the stars in increasing order of SHA. So you can open up that table and you can see 154 onwards up to 184. What are the first and second magnitude stars? We know first and second magnitude are the stars whose magnitude is equal to or less than 2.0. So once you go to that table and you pick up these stars, you will find these 5 stars in the range. So we are now going to list those stars.
स्पाई का एक तो
First and second.
हाँ बोलो बेटा.
स्पाई का सर है 158 पे.
Spica is there at 158.
158 SHA उसको दिखा रहा है.
Beta, are you reading the name on the left side page?
No, sir, right side.
English name, sir.
Okay, all
English
right.
name.
Let's see. Let me list down the stars.
In magnitude within 15 degrees of R angle of the observer's meridian. And these stars with English names are then Spica, Elliot, Mimosa, Becrux, and Acrux, together with their SHAs and declination.
Okay, so are these the stars, beta?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay, all right.
Now for this planets, we go to the daily page of the Nautical Almanac for 15th June. On the left side, right bottom corner, we have the information for the planets. We see if any of the 4 planets listed there have their SHA in this range. We find that none of the 4 planets have the SHA falling in this range. Therefore, there are no planets with SHA in the given range or within 15 degrees of observer's meridian as required by this question.
Okay. Now, how to check the planets within this SHA range? Planets are not listed on this table. So for the planets, we go to the daily page of the almanac. We go to the daily page. Now, when you go to the daily page, on the left hand side bottom, you will see in the planets page, when you go down to the bottom, so you will see the SHA of all the 4 planets is listed there. So can you go to 15th June, beta? Open your almanac 15th June and check whether SHA of any of the planets comes within this range.
No, sir.
Negative, sir.
Okay,
No, sir.
very good. So since there are no planets, we just make a remark here, no planets with SHA in the given range.
So we have only these 5 stars and no planet. I hope this question is well understood. If not, please pause the video, go back by 5 minutes and revisit this particular part before moving with the other type of questions, because this will form the basis of practically all the questions.
So beta, now you can have a good look at the complete solution. You have the question also, you have all the steps also, and you have the solution also. So just have a look at the solution, and you can check it in the almanac also. You can check out the working in the calculator. Let me know if there are any doubts anywhere. Take your time, look at it carefully, and let me know any doubts coming at any stage.
Sir, in the answer we have to write only the stars and magnitude, right, sir?
ओके बेटा, उन्होंने पूछा तो सिर्फ स्टार्स ही है. सो सम पीपल राइट द नेम्स ऑफ द स्टार्स, बट आई वुड रिकमेंड दैट अलोंग विद द नेम you write the SHA and declination also. Okay, so it is just a information which is to be copied from the table and written on your answer sheet, but it gives you a much better presentation, and if you only write the names, the examiner may deduct some marks. So with the star name, mention at least as SHA and declination also.
Okay, sir.
सर ये डिक्लेरेशन का सर कोई फर्क पड़ता है इसमें?
डिक्लेरेशन का तो कोई मतलब ही नहीं है सर उसमें डालने का. We are preferring only the SHA actually.
राइट बेटा, राइट. डेक्लिनेशन का मीनिंग बेटा अभी आएगा, क्योंकि ये अभी मैंने आपको बेस क्वेश्चन करवाया है. इसके बाद इस क्वेश्चन में 2-3 चीज़ें और ऐड ऑन होती हैं. सो वी विल सी इन द सेकेंड पार्ट, द डेक्लिनेशन विल बिकम इम्पोर्टेंट.
ओके सर.
ओके सर.
और बेटा, एनी अदर डाउट कमिंग एट एनी स्टेज?
तो इसमें जो SHA की रेंज आई है 154.38.6 आई है, पर जो हमने ली है वो 153 से स्टार्ट की है. वो
नहीं बेटा, हमने तो 158.47 पे अपना पहला स्टार लिया है ना।
नहीं सर, इस केस में तो 158 आ गया। अगर 153 होता फर्स्ट मैग्नीट्यूड स्टार फिर चले, क्योंकि रेंज 154 आ रही है, तो हमने जो लाइन मार्क की थी वो 153 पे की थी, तो इधर फर्स्ट मैग्नीट्यूड स्टार होता तो।
Okay. You are telling about this blue line which is marked, huh?
राइट सर।
This one, beta?
यस सर।
Okay, this must be a mistake in marking of the line, beta. The line should be starting after 153. Okay, 153 will not be included in this range.
ओके सर, थैंक यू।
Okay, so is it clear now, beta, all the steps?
Yes, sir.
Okay, very good. So I'm pausing it here. Now जो इसके बाद बेटा second type आने वाली है, उसमें we will be starting off from this only. ये हमने पहला step question का कर लिया है, हमारे पास एक list of stars आ गई है. Now in the second type of questions, they are going to ask us कि भाई ये stars तो आपने list down कर दिए, ये star these are within 15 degrees of our meridian. But which of these stars will be actually visible to the observer? क्या हम ये भी पता लगा सकते हैं? क्योंकि सारे के सारे stars तो हमें दिखते नहीं हैं. So depending upon what is our position, whether we are in the north hemisphere or south hemisphere, we are able to see only a limited number of stars. So ये जो हमने लिस्ट बनाई है, हमारे पास ये 5 stars आए हैं. Out of these 5 stars, which all stars will be visible to us for the observation? ये हम अब चेक करने वाले हैं. और फिर इसी के बाद जो इसका थर्ड स्टेप आएगा, उसमें हम चेक करने वाले हैं कि इन्हीं स्टार्स में से कौन से स्टार जो हैं वो एक्स मेरिडियन साइट के लिए सूटेबल हैं. So this is what we are going to do next. But let's take a break here. Let's take a pause. And after the break, we will continue with these two types. So see you after the break, beta.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay, sir.
Okay.